All right, welcome to part 3 of the 4-part series of the new home construction rough-in. This is the basement portion of the drainage. And if you're new to the channel, my name's Carson and we're the plumbing gurus. And if you haven't already, don't forget to smash the subscribe button. All right, so in the basement, like everything else, when I'm doing my upstairs and my main floor, when I get to the basement, I always want to do my 3-inch first. 3 inches, the biggest pipe is always the most important. So I come over here and I have my 3-inch stack that's dropping down right here. If 45's out in front of the beam, because we know that this is going to be a drop ceiling because there's ductwork here and everything, this is a mechanical room, we can go below and we can come in front of the beam. So I run along the beam, and as I'm running my 3-inch, I'm looking at what I need to tie in. So I got to tie in this 2-inch here. This is actually, that's the toilet there, and this 2-inch is wet venting that toilet. So this 2-inch runs over, and that was that vanity sink up there that we talked about in the previous video. And then we have another 3x2Y here, and it's picking up the kitchen and those other sinks for the upstairs. We'll go through that in a minute here. And then we got another 3-inch Y. This is picking up that 3-inch stack that we talked about. That's picking up the master bathroom toilet and the vent stack. And then we come down here, we got our 1/4 inch per foot minimum grade. And we're always putting strapping on every minimum 4 feet. I usually do about 3 feet to make sure the inspectors are happy. And it just helps with the pipe support. Come over here. We got a 3x2Y. And again, I'm not tying these in. What I'm doing is I'm running my 3-inch and I'm just leaving my 3x2Ys off from my 3-inch Ys. I do all my takeoffs and then I tie this in first. So I've come over here, I 90 down. I know I got a 3-inch stack over here to pick up that garage area. And then I put my 3-inch Y on. I glue on my expansion joint here. And then I make my measurement from my 4x3 line clean out going into the floor. And I tie this all back. We tie it all in. And then I come back over here. Now that I got all my takeoffs done and my 3-inch, my main 3-inch run is done, I start doing my takeoffs. So my first one I did, again, I talked about it already. We got the wet vent for the half bath there. And then this kitchen and the 2 sinks, they pop up, they go over the beam. This was a bit tight and a bit of a pain to do because it's just so tight there. I kind of almost screwed myself, but I made it work. That was picking up those 2 vanities from the master bathroom. And then because it's a 2-inch drain, we're allowed to do 6 fixture units into a 2-inch drain. So I got my kitchen sink, which is 1.5 fixture units. It comes over here, goes up. It's an island sink, so we didn't have to do a vent for that. We didn't talk about a vent or anything. Now we're talking about the drain. That's just going to be a cheater vent for an island sink. But this is 1.5 fixture units draining in, and then those 2 sinks upstairs is 3 fixture units, so it's only 4.5 fixture units, and we're allowed to have 6 going into 1 2-inch drain, so we're good there. And then we come over here, and we talked about this kind of briefly already. We got our 3-inch stack coming from upstairs for our toilet and our main stack vent. That's all that was really tying into that 3-inch, and then it just ties in there. Then we come over here. This 3x2 is picking up that tub that we talked about in the previous video. It's separately vented. It just came down the wall. It's just picking up that soaker tub. And again, if you haven't watched these videos, part 1 and part 2, we'll put a link right above our heads here that you can watch those videos. We do recommend watching them first before jumping into these ones. And then this 3-inch stack here is the one that was picking up the garage. So it came down. All I did was just 90 over, dropped right into this Y. And the main reason I do it on the vertical for us, you can only have 2 toilets draining into a 3-inch. As soon as you have 3 on the horizontal, as soon as you have 3 toilets draining into a horizontal drain, a 3-inch drain, you have to change it to 4-inch, and we don't want to do that. So I can have up to 5 on the vertical, so I just made sure I tied this in on the vertical, and now I'm safe, and the inspector's not going to call me on anything like that.
You want to cover the indirect?
Yeah, and this. Let's just do like a jump cut, maybe over here. Do the.
Yeah, I just have a recording. So.
Okay, or I could just stand here and just do like a little start from here again.
Yeah, you can start wherever you feel.
Okay. All right, so that covers all the main stuff, like the upstairs stuff, and then we have in this house we have a 3-piece bathroom. So this 3-piece bathroom, it was already, the groundworks were done already. We didn't do them. We came in and just did the rough-in portion. So this is the vent that came down from all the way from the upstairs. We talked about it. We dropped it separately. It's been dropped down. And now this is the sink. So you got a sink, toilet, tub or shower or whatever, just a standard 3-piece bathroom in the basement. And then from upstairs, we talked about that indirect drain for the laundry. It drops down right here and it just wraps around. And this furnace wasn't here when I did this. We always get in first before the furnace guy does. So it just, the 1.5-inch drain wrapped around and it just drops down kind of nearby the floor drain here. It's just in case the laundry floods, the water has somewhere to go and it just comes down in the basement instead of flooding the upstairs. And that's kind of all they're used. They're pretty useless because nothing ever grades in there. Like the drain itself is just flat, the floor is flat, so they're just there for comfort. All right, so that's the end of the basement portion of this rough-in of the 4-part series. If you have any questions, please let us know. We're always looking for more feedback. And if you're a fresh business owner, if you're new to running your own business, or maybe you've been doing it for 2 or 3 years or a little bit longer and you struggle with the quoting process, I know when I first started, I was always looking on YouTube or like trying to find things on how to properly quote. We've created a small little mini course and we have a quote template that I personally use for writing all my quotes and making sure they stay organized. If this is something you're interested in, we'll leave a link in the description below. And again, if you have any questions, please let us know and we'll see you on the next one.